So hi there, welcome. Happy rising. And I'm grateful for being able to tune in and share this space, sweet symphony of the jungle, with you and yours on this day. As today we will be guided through a heart-opening, empowering practice. I invite you to listen to the teacher within. Our teacher within, our guide within, is always there. Oftentimes it gets muted or distracted. And I truly trust and believe that we are all going through this call for silence and solitude for a deeper reason. Trusting to go inward into more silence, more solitude, which may be different for many. But again, how we can respond, how we can listen, how we can trust in love rather than hearing and absorbing the fear. So, with that being said, I invite you to perhaps take a gaze around your outer landscape, or here as well, the flowers and the trees and the plants, maybe hearing the different sounds of the insects and the birds, taking a gaze on your outer landscape, wherever this may find you. Breathing it all in, exhaling it all out, and then I invite you to close your eyes, turn your gaze inward to your inner landscape. Perhaps placing one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. I invite you to begin exploring from the tips of the toes to the crown of your head. Any spaces of tension, of gripping, any spaces of resistance. Let us begin to invite our thighs and our knees and our lower legs to soften towards the earth. Let's invite our navel to pull inward slightly so the lower back can lengthen. Invite the stacking of one vertebrae on top of the other. Again, trust in this inner structure, support. Maybe we exhale the shoulders away from the ears. Slightly tuck the chin so the back of the neck can lengthen. The jaws unclench, the tongue melts away from the roof of your mouth. And a gentle lift through the crown of your head, through our crown chakra, our sahasrara, as we root down back into the surface beneath us. I invite you to begin connecting deeper with your breaths. Inhaling, the belly and the ribs expand. The heart lifts. Exhaling, deep intentional breaths to soften. Inhaling the sweet oxygen, fresh prana, life force energy. And exhaling, releasing, softening somewhere. Mindful that thoughts and feelings may arise throughout our practice, both on and off the mat. May we allow them to enter, just accept what comes in and goes out, while returning to our breath and this moment. To tune in to the teacher within. Let us take a few deep intentional inhales and open mouth exhales. Perhaps making any sounds or sighs upon release. And I invite you to place your hands at your heart center in Anjali Mudra, prayer mudra. Thumbs into the sternum. And a gentle bow of the head towards your heart. Oh, may we embody and tune in to the teacher within. May we embody gratitude, perhaps slightly lifting the corners of your lips anytime throughout practice. May we be mindful and embody whatever arises. Laughs, cries, trusting, listening to our teacher within, even throughout our guided flow. Let us rub the palms together, gently placing them over our eye sockets. And then blinking our eyes back open to the outer landscape, to the here and now. Connecting breath and movement. Inhale the arms high. Exhale, the left hand lowers, right arm lengthens up to the sky. Lowering the shoulders away from the ears while opening the side body, expanding the ribs. On your next exhale, return to center. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, right arm towards the surface beneath you. Left arm lengthening through the side body. And again, exhale to soften somewhat. On your next exhalation, rise to the center and then forward fold. Walking the fingertips out in front of us. Perhaps we find our elbows and stay here. Maybe we have pillows, blocks, or cushions to lower down to support our head. Option for our fists. A few breaths here to again soften and connect within and so without. On your next exhalation, slowly rise one vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Hands placed next to or behind the hips. Open the heart. Maybe we stay here. On your exhalation, maybe we lift the hips up to the sky. Next exhalation, release and soften. Lengthen the legs in front of you. A little wiggle, a little shake. And then switching, alternating your front leg that was in first, bring it in second. And if you don't remember, you will when you get there. Repeating this again. Inhale the arms high. Exhale, left arm lowers left shoulder from the ear. Lift and lengthen, maybe a little bit more than the first. On your exhalation, inhale to center. Exhale. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, left arm lowers, right arm overhead. Opposite side, apologies, right arm, left to lengthen. Opposite day. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Again, walking the fingertips out. Maybe we can extend and lengthen to soften a little more. And we shake the head no and yes. On the next exhalation, engage the navel, slowly roll up. Again, rolling shoulders up, back and down. Place the hands behind and next to the hips as you open the heart. And on your exhale, if it feels good to you, lift the hips. Breathing in space and ease to the front body, to your heart space. And slowly lower. Lengthen the legs, wiggle the toes. And Goliath in his down dog. Sorry for that view. Is my yoga pup. Hi, buddy. Hi. And then slowly roll yourself forward to all fours. Hands underneath of the shoulders. Knees underneath of the hips. And then rolling through a few cat-cows. Allow the belly to drop, the tailbone to lift, shoulders to squeeze back. Inhaling into cow. Exhale, roll through the spine. Press the floor away. Into your cat. And begin to create authentic movements. Again, listening to your teacher within. On your inhales, on your exhales, maybe we begin to rock a little forward and back. And take a few moments to flow with your breath. And movements lubricating the spine. Warming up through a few more joints. Connecting with your breath. If it feels good, maybe create a few circles. Then let us return to a neutral spine on all fours. Bringing the knees wide and the feet together. Shift our hips down and back. Belly rest in between the thighs for child's pose. And in this resting shape here, you feel called to take this shape anytime throughout your practice. Please do so. Again, honoring and listening to the teacher within. On your next exhalation, rising back up, knees come into each other, nice and connected, tucking all 10 toes. Shift our hips back for a 10-toe stretch. Hola, dale casa por So if you have little bitty toes like me, well, my pinky toe, sometimes I gotta tuck her under. Aquí, buen chicos, siéntese, siéntese. So just breathing through the bases of our feet, foundation. Exhaling any tension, and again rooting down, rising up. Thank you, feet, for all that you do for me. Breathe it in, that gratitude and love. Shift it forward. Exhale, patting out the toes. Placing our hands down in Hasta Bandha, our hand grip, index fingers forward, the rest of them wide. A gentle lift of your palm. Tuck all 10 toes. Exhale the belly to your thighs as if you are a cat getting ready to pounce. On your exhale, shift forward, navel engaged. Knees can be lifted or lowered down. And then gently walking the feet a little bit wider. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Adho Mukha Shavasana. Lengthen the legs. Then bicycle the feet out. Our first down dog of practice. Maybe wiggling the hips a little side to side. And then find a length in your neck as the shoulders release from the ears. Shaking the head no. Shaking the head yes. Always ending on that positive note. Eye gaze forward. Walk our feet to the top of the mat. Take a moment to forward fold, bend the knees as much as you need. And then slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders roll up, back and down. Rooting into the feet, let us lift all 10 toes, however many you may have, and then place them down one at a time, connecting with our foundation, a slight lift in the arches. Again, option to turn your gaze inward at any time. Strong thighs, but a gentle bend in the knees. Navel engages, rooting down through the lower belly, rising up through your crown as we energize, yet soften. And taking a few moments to sip it all in. Connecting with your breath, your heartbeat, your guide within. Connecting breath and movement. Inhale, the arms high. Exhale to your left, gentle side body opening. Inhale, center. Exhale, bending to the opposite side. Inhale, center. Exhale, gentle heart opening, back bend. Press the hips forward, squeeze the shoulders back. Inhale, center. Exhale, flat back, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, find length through the tailbone and the crown of your head. Maybe the fingertips come to thighs, to the shins, to blocks or cushions. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need. Hang out in a ragdoll. Pulling opposite elbow, maybe a gentle rock side to side. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right foot steps back. Pausing for a moment, finding length through the back of your foot to the crown of your head. Exhale, left foot steps back to meet, to plank, lower knees down. Exhale, elbows rub tight to the body, lower chest, chin, belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, back through all fours, meeting down into down dog. Eye gaze steps forward. Right foot steps forward. Again, taking a moment to pause, lengthen through the back of the heel, the crown of your head. Hands can be lifted somewhere. Exhale, stepping forward. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, we rise. Again, taking a moment to ground into Tadasana. Breathing mountain pose. Inhale, the arms high. Exhale to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, gentle back bend. Inhale, center. forward fold. Lengthening the spine. Stepping left foot back, taking a moment to pause. Goya. Por favor. Gracias, amor. And then stepping our opposite foot back, meeting into plank. Option for full chaturanga or to lower the knees, chest, chin, belly. So here in full chaturanga, exhale to lower elbows to the ribs. Inhale, up dog, the hands and the feet meet, thighs engaged, heart open. Exhale, down dog, meeting back. Adho Mukha Shavasana. Eye gaze forward, left foot steps forward. Pause, breathe. And then stepping forward, meeting opposite foot. Inhale, half lift. Pausing in a forward fold. Inhale, flat back to rise. Breathing here, connecting Halasana. Moving on, inhale, the arms high. Exhale, fly forward or hands through heart center. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, stepping right foot back, spiral the right heel down, 45 degrees. Inhale to rise, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Check in with your hips, shining forward, heart shines forward. Hands can be low, medium, high, whatever feels good to you. Breathe into this space. Strong Warrior 1. As we continue to shine our heart forward, connect with the teacher within. I invite you to place your hands behind your back or place them on your hips. As you exhale with gratitude, humble warrior, bowing down, chest inside of the thigh. Inhaling, exhaling to lengthen and open. On the next exhalation, navel engage as we rise. Shining our heart. And then spiraling the hands down to frame our front foot. Stepping back, down dog. And then flowing through your chaturanga of choice, meeting back into down dog. Inhaling, left foot high. Exhale to bend the foot towards the opposite bum. And if it feels good to you to flip your dog, embody our wild thing. Can't do a wild thing in the jungle, or we cannot do a wild thing in the jungle. Flip it if it feels good to you. Breathe into it. Hello, friends. Exhale, flip it back. Take a moment to pause. Breathing in. Optional child pose. Inhale the opposite leg high. 3-legged dog. Exhale, opposite side. And then again, flipping the dog, wild thing on the opposite side if this feels good to you. Hello, wild thing. Exhale to flip and then stepping our right foot forward. Virabhadrasana, one warrior, one opposite side. Standing, lengthening back heel, crown of the head. Bending deep to our opposite leg. Inhale the arms high. Exhale the heart forward. And as much as we open our heart, embracing our strength and vulnerability within to listen, let us bow into humble warriors. Just inside of that front thigh. An option to shake the head no and yes. Maybe the hands stay at the hips or bound behind our back. Wherever you are, breathe into your shape. Honor your inner wisdom. Inhaling and then exhaling, we rise up nice and slow. Open our heart. Hands spiral down, stepping back into plank. And flowing through. We're meeting into down dog. Adho Mukha Shavasana. Release heat and tension through your breath. Eyes gaze forward, step, hop, or fly to the top to meet your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, deep forward fold. As much as you need. Inhale, flat back, we rise. Pausing for a moment into Tadasana. Grateful for these moments. Connecting breath. Connecting being. Connecting to the heart, our teacher within. Let us bring our big toes together, heels slightly apart. Exhale to chair Utkatasana, sitting the hips down and back, navel engaged, protecting. Inhale the chest to lift, and maybe the arms can come out wide in our cactus arms. Maybe they stay at our hips if our shoulders and neck feel a little cranky. Listen within. Inhale. On our exhalation, rise up to the toes, a nice balance. Inhale to lift even higher. And then exhale to shift ourselves back, Utkatasana, chair pose. One more time. Inhale to lift, exhale, press up even higher. Inhale, use your breath. And exhale to shift ourselves down and back to the heels. Exhale to lengthen and then forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Option to step back or hop back. If we hop back into Chaturanga, land with bent elbows. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhaling our right leg nice and high, lifting it up, bending the hip open. Again, option to embrace your wild thing, or if you did not do it last time, maybe try it out this time. Hey! Inhale. Exhale to shift ourselves forward, stepping forward with that right foot. Left heel spirals down. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Exhale, shine your heart forward. Binding the hands wherever you may be, bow down. Embodying our humble warrior. Inhaling nice and high. Unwind that back leg into crescent lunge. High crescent. Bend it a little. Shine our heart. Prepare to fly. Shift the self forward. Lift the back leg. Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Wings can expand to the side. Maybe at our heart center. Maybe lengthening in front of us. Spiral the back toes down. Engage the navel, find length through the back heel to the crown of the head. And then exhale, stepping our foot back and down. Spiral the hands to the ground. Meet to down dog. Flow through your chaturanga. Whatever feels good to you in this moment. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale to open the hip, and then again flip yourself down into wild thing. Embracing it with love. Deep breath. Flipping it back on over. Left foot steps forward. Spiral the right heel down. Rise up. Virabhadrasana 1. Exhaling, heart open. Clasping or binding wherever we may be. Shift forward. Bow it down. Inhale, exhale, rising up. Deep breath. Spiraling that back heel up off of the ground, high crescent lunge. And prepare to fly. Trust, ease, balance, strength, and grace. Press through the back heel, lengthen through the crown of your head. Arms can be wherever they feel good. Spiral the back toes down, hips to face the earth, navel engaged. And stepping our back foot down. Flowing through your chaturanga, or just simply meeting back into down dog, or maybe we pause in child's pose. Take a few moments to breathe, connect, to pause. I gaze forward. Hop, step, or fly to the top of the mat. Bend the knees as much as you need. Rest your belly on your thighs. Inhale, rise. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, exhale, lift the heels. Drinking bird. Inhaling, exhaling, rising up. And then lengthen through the legs, meeting into our final Tadasana. Enjoying this rooting down, rising up. grounding into our mountain pose. Hands come to the heart center. Toes together. And then lifting up off of the heels or keeping them down. Let us shift our hips down and back. Moving into a seated shape where we take a moment to sit on tops of the heels. Heels lifted onto our toes. Lifting. Find again that root from the toes to the crown of your head. Perhaps that smile comes over the lips. As we slowly, or not so slowly, shift ourselves back and down onto a seated shape. And then slowly rolling down one vertebrae at a time. We will move into final shapes. A gentle bridge, allow the feet to be hip width apart. And then lifting one vertebrae at a time, lifting the hips up to the shoulders. Option to place blocks or cushions under the hips and pause here, or just option to roll the shoulders up and back and lift the heart. Letting the sweet bridge, lovely shape. Still breathing into the heart space. Inner thighs engage, lift a little bit more through the core. And when you are ready, unbind the hands if they have been. Slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. And then rock the knees side to side, gently windshield wipering, releasing the low back. And take a moment to pause. Walk the feet wide and the knees together, creating a little pyramid shape with the lower legs. Maybe we lift the upper back to lengthen the spine on the ground. Maybe we place one hand again on our belly and on our heart. Maybe we take this moment again to close the eyes and turn into our inner landscape. Oh, one more deep, intentional exhale. Let us walk the bases of our feet together and allow the knees to open up and fall outward into our Supta Baddha Konasana. Lying back in our reclined cobbler's pose, allow the shift, the lengthen of the spine. And again, the settling in. What comes in and out in a few moments of deep connection, silence. Deep, intentional inhales and exhales. And after that next exhalation, I invite you to bring the knees up into your hands, just outside of the hips. Moving into our happy baby. Maybe we rock a little side to side. Let us lift the feet towards the sky, and then hands can be inside of the bend of the knees if that feels good to you. Pulling the knees towards the armpits. Maybe the hands walk up to the ankles, to the outside of our feet. Or maybe peace fingers around the big toes. Wherever you are, again, listen and connect without gripping, without pressing beyond, where we may simply be able to release with more ease. Settle the tailbone down to the earth. Breathe space and ease into the hips, the arms, all the way up the back so the head can rest. And then making any last movements that feel good to you. Maybe we wiggle and kick. Maybe the legs go up to the sky and we roll them around, hands rolling around, arms lengthening. A little wiggle, a little shake, a little play. Then let us bring our legs into the chest, lift our head up. Give ourselves a really big hug. So missing all of my hugs, but I'm sending them to you virtually for now. But we can always hug ourselves. And then release, lengthen the legs. As we move into our Shavasana, legs are long. Lengthen the spine along the earth. Shoulders soften, arms are long, head releases. Again, I invite you to turn your gaze inward. Our final resting shape of practice. Taking these moments to pause with a deeper connection invite you to release from the toes, allowing the lower legs to soften, the upper thighs and the backs of the thighs to let go as the legs naturally fall outward. Breathing in ease to the hips as they open, inviting the lower back to release against the earth, inviting the softening, one vertebrae, one energetic center at a time, rolling that breath like a wave up to soften, out to soften. Perhaps feeling the warmth and the heart beating in your chest as the back of your heart and your shoulders lie gently upon the surface beneath you. Arms long and softening, fingertips furled. Invite your jaws to unclench, the tongue to melt away from the roof of your mouth. Cheeks to soften, eyes to sink heavy into their sockets. Releasing tension, additional mind chatter, the space between the eyebrows, the forehead soften. Embodying this sweet release, silence, solitude. Connection to the teacher within. As we return back into our intentional breath, deep inhalations and exhalations. I invite you to stay in this shape and in this space if this is what you are feeling called to in this moment. However, if you feel called to move and begin to wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, find length and any movement that feels good to you in the now, I invite you to do so. And then in your time, rolling to either your right or your left side. Take a moment to pause in the shape of rebirth, the symbolism, to invite whatever it is that you are feeling called to in your heart space to shine forward. And to invite whatever it is that is being called to be left with lessons learned. Trust this inner wisdom and knowing as you rise to a comfortable seated shape. Let us place our hands at our heart center. Anjali Mudra, gently bowing. Again, honoring this space and time, this self-love and nourishment for you, for your whole being. Connecting within as we continue to be able to connect without. With this love and gratitude and this wisdom and trust, I bring my thumbs to my third eye, your seed of intuition. I honor and I see the work within you is also within me and all beings. May we continue to do and be our own work, to shine this love onward and outward. I bow in gratitude and say namaste. Namaste, Satnam, so much love and heart hugs from me to you. Thank you, Heather with Love Community. Thank you, Botanical Gardens, for sponsoring. Thank you all for joining. Again, I'm Heather Sandin. Connect with me. Join me anytime.